Hi everyone, my name is Jenna and I am a junior at the College of Charleston. I'm majoring in marketing and minoring in Jewish studies, and I'm also involved in Hillel, Greek Life, School of Business Student Ambassadors, Jewish Student Ambassadors, and the American Marketing Association. And I also have a communications internship with Jewish studies, and I also work a retail job. So our Jewish Studies department at Charleston is made up of Jewish Studies majors and minors, and Hillel, and many other clubs. We offer Jewish history as your general education history requirements, and we also offer Hebrew as your language requirements, and there's so many other classes that you could take. So all of our staff and faculty, including our professors in our Jewish Studies department, are all so kind and friendly and approachable. You'll really get to know them during your 4 years at Charleston. So our Hillel has 2 free dinners every week for all students. You don't have to be Jewish. We have Wednesday meet to eat and Friday Shabbat dinner. We also have Shabbat services on Fridays before dinner. In addition to a lot of other events, they were a little different because of COVID. So one of our events was student gardening. We also had Israel Fest this year, which is just like a festival celebrating Israel, but it was just a little smaller this year because of COVID. I love our Hillel. I have a communications internship right now, and previously I was the Tikkun Olam chair on the Hillel board. For being a small southern school, we have a good amount of Jewish students. I would say for our meals when they're in person, we get like 40 to 50 students per meal. I lived in Barry my freshman year and I loved it. I would go back honestly if I could. It's definitely one of the best dorms for freshmen just because it's so centrally located and it's all freshmen who live there. It's right on top of one of our all-you-can-eat dining halls, and it's also right next to the bookstore and the mail office, and just very close to all the buildings where you'll have your classes. So we have about 10,000 students at Charleston, which I think is a really good size. It's not a huge state school, but it's also not tiny. You'll never know like every single person, but you'll always see someone you know wherever you're going. We also have really good classroom sizes. I've had a few lecture classrooms with like hundreds of students, but for the most part, my classes are capped around like 30 or 40 students, which is nice because the professor really gets to know your name and you get to know your classmates. So I know dining halls are always a big question I get from prospective students. So we have 3 dining halls on campus. 2 are all you can eat, and those are City Bistro and Liberty Dining Hall. And then the last one is Marty's Place, which is like you get 1 swipe for 1 meal, and that one is vegan, vegetarian, and kosher, and it's the best food on campus. Everyone loves it, and it's located on the 1st floor of Jewish Studies. I personally love our dining halls. I think they're really good for like college dining hall food. So I chose CFC. One reason was because of the size. I just like that it's a smaller school, but it's not tiny. I also chose it because of its location. I love being on the beach. It's so fun just to be able to go to the beach after school in the winter and the summer, it doesn't matter. I also like how close it is to Atlanta, where I'm from. It's an easy drive home if I want to go home for a weekend, but I'm not like so close. I also love the city of Charleston. It's very walkable. You don't need a car really freshman year. When you move off campus, you might want one for groceries, but freshman year it's really walkable. It's really easy to understand where everything is, and pretty much everything you need is walking distance from campus. So I always get asked if there's one thing I would change about CFC, what would it be? And I never really know what to say because I love everything about the school. But if there's one thing I could add, I think it would just be a football team. I think game days would be really fun in Charleston with the weather and how pretty it is. But I don't really feel like I'm missing out just because University of South Carolina isn't too far and they have football. The Citadel, which is in Charleston, has football. And there's so many other schools that aren't too far from Charleston. So if I ever want to go to a game, I know I have the chance to. Now I'm just going to take you guys to a few of my favorite spots on campus. Hi, I'm Jenna, and welcome to the College of Charleston. This is the sister in the heart of campus. During the school year, there's always students studying in the grass and dogs playing fetch. Our unique spring commencement ceremonies also happen here, which is why they're building a stage right now. This is our Jewish Studies building, home to the Jewish Studies majors and minors, Hillel, and many other clubs. All of your Jewish Studies classes will be in this building along with our weekly Hillel dinners and other events. If you get the chance to tour campus, please reach out to us to schedule a meeting and a tour. This is our vegan, vegetarian, and kosher dining hall on campus, Marty's Place. It's one of our 3 dining halls on campus. You can find Marty's Place on the 1st floor of the Jewish Studies building, and it's definitely the best food on campus. This is Addlestone Library, our 3-story library with the free tutoring center and our campus Starbucks. We also have free printing here and private study rooms that you can rent. You can also sit outside here at Rivers Green. Thanks for coming along with me on the tour. Thank you for coming along with me today. I hope you learned a lot about Charleston, and if you have any questions, you can DM me at Jenna Leaf on Instagram or at CFC Hillel on Instagram.